No, it's true what they say, that it's location, location, location. I have had that garage sale set up since early morning. Nobody came by. I love a garage sale. There's something about buying other people's junk that is very exciting, isn't it? Like, you can't help but want to, just mainly because I love to haggle. I really enjoy seeing something, thinking maybe they don't know what they've got, because that Antiques Roadshow has got us all... We're thinking they have no idea what they have. So you're trying to sift through somebody's junk that is on their lawn, and you find like a painting or something. Hey, that's the big eyes that follow you everywhere you go. Didn't Picasso do something like that? You could just save time. You could just rummage through your own garage, and then you have your stuff. You just have your own junk, because eventually you buy their junk. Then you're going to have a garage sale at some point. Then they're going to go buy we're just trading junk. That's what we're doing. It's just all going to different people's homes. And it's really, if you've hosted your own garage sale, and I put it that way to make it fancy, but if you've had your own garage sale, it's not as much fun as it sounds fun. It sounds like a really good idea to have a garage sale. But no matter what time you say it's going to start, you could put it in the paper, you could put it on signs all over the place, but you could say it starts at 8 to ends at 3, and somebody's going to show up ringing your doorbell at 7:30 in the morning, you know? You could say it starts at 6 a.m. and they'd ring it at 5:30. You could say it starts at 3. Do you see where I'm going? No matter what, these early birds, that's what they're called, because it says no early birds. Nobody pays attention to that. They just show up. And then it's just too much work, because then you're setting up all your stuff. It's junk. It's just junk, but it's all displayed. You have a table out on your lawn, and you put the little things together in an area, and you're hanging your clothes from branches. It's really just, it represents all of your failures, everything that you never... How much for the medical books? I don't know. And the marriage license, how much for that? It's really sad. You're just sitting out there waiting for people to come buy stuff that you paid a lot of money for at some point, and you're just out on the lawn now thinking, oh, somebody's going to want this, and it's just pathetic. There are cars that are just slowing down, and then they just keep going. That's just jalopies, just old beaten-up cars with like 19 kids in the back. Oh, look at that trash. They don't even want it. Nobody wants your trash. Finally, at the end of the day, just so you don't have to deal with it, you're now just a whole table. You're just like, everything on this table is a quarter. And still somebody will come up, I'll give you 20 cents. But it's an actual quarter. You can't give me 20 cents. It's a quarter. You just donate your money to charity. That's what you should do. You just donate all the stuff to Goodwill or to a shelter or something like that. You don't do that, you know? So, Tony, I'm so excited about this. I've been talking about eBay lately because, well, we'll explain in a minute, but I've been talking about eBay, and one of our researchers here on the show, Kate Schellenbach, she's actually the drummer from Luscious Jackson. Remember that band? Yeah. And so she's, all right, how do you do this? She bought this off of eBay, $20, and it's a Casio SK1. What? That's what's nice about it. All right. But what's the point of that? It's like a radio. Why do you have to have this? Do you really fool people in a band? I'm like Keith Partridge all of a sudden, kind of. Did he play keyboards? I don't know. Laurie, yeah. But anyway, so people will sell anything on eBay. So now I'm all into this eBay thing, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's been going. You can buy. Look at the dentures. Somebody is selling dentures on eBay. It's the current bid is $31, and it says they're not used in any way. But look, you can put a little bling bling on them like that. this because you can actually color in all kinds of... Just to see if that's going to be the right mouth for you. All right, what else do they have on eBay? They have, okay, this is great because this is $7.99 for Charmin, but the thing is, it's vintage Charmin. They're saying that it's not that's when toilet paper was toilet paper back then. Now it's that one-ply stuff. It was originally, it says 45 cents or something at Walgreens, and now it's vintage Charmin tissue. And what else? Is that all that's on here right now? All right. So here's why we're all into eBay right now. Let me back up. So last week we had James Spader on the show, and we were joking around, and we found on eBay that someone was selling a pillowcase, just a regular pillowcase, and they put his picture on it, and it was $12.95. So I was joking, saying, let's get that bidding up there. So the pillowcase, this woman in Detroit ended up selling it for $1,500 just because we were joking about the pillowcase on the show. So then I said, well, yesterday I said, let's put some Ellen bedding. So I have Ellen sheets that I put on, there's a fitted sheet, and all right, so it's a fitted sheet and a flat sheet and a pillowcase, and it's Ellen bedwear, and so just for the hell of it, because I said all the proceeds will go to the ASPCA. I wanted all the money that we could raise for the ASPCA. That was yesterday on the show. So the latest bid right now is $9,100. $9,100. That's amazing. I am very, very excited. That's a lot of money for but you know what? The good thing about it, and look, Sweet Dreams bedding. The good thing about this is that it's a twin. If you have a twin bed, it's a fitted sheet for a twin bed, and those really are the best beds to sleep on, the twin beds, because you can't toss or turn. There's nowhere to go. You get a good night's sleep, and look, what could be better than to sleep right next to that? The highest bidder has a yellow star on it, and I don't know what that means exactly, but it's in 15, so that means they don't have a lot of things written about them, but maybe that's because everything that's $9,000. That's very few things that person buys. There's a few things that are that much money. There's like I think Christina Applegate's, Christina Aguilera's chaps, her Gucci chaps, $2,000, those are going for, and then there's Michael Jordan's signed jersey for like $1,200. But anyway, but this is going to a good cause because all the money's going to ASPCA, but we just found out that someone is trying to sell the exact same thing on eBay. There have already been knockoffs. So the only way to know for sure if you're getting the right information is it says The Ellen DeGeneres Show, and also we're going to notarize it. We're going to give you a certificate so that you know you got this bedding. Not that I'm trying to take away from the person doing the other bedding. Good for you if you want to make some money, but all this is going to the ASPCA. So this is the one. All right. So we're going to, it's bidding on my bedding, and we're going to update you all throughout the show and how my Sweet Dream sheets are doing. So we'll come back and, oh, do you know who's on the show? Did I even say yet? Oh, God, well, why are you still here? I'm just yapping away. Just so excited about the ASPCA getting that money. Minnie Driver is on the show. Minnie Driver, if you've been watching Will and Grace, she has an arc on Will and Grace. She's been on a couple episodes. She's got a few more, and she's hilarious. So Minnie Driver's here. Jason Bateman is here from Arrested Development. I I can't possibly watch everything on television, but I just watched this show, Arrested Development, that Jason Bateman is on. It is probably the best show on television. It's one of the best shows on television. It's amazing. I mean, it's so... I shouldn't say the best. It's one of the best because, you know, we have to have other guests. But it's a really good show. And then on the show today, this little girl, I love stories like this. She's 9 years old, and she read an article, her grandmother was reading an article in the paper saying that her local zoo needed money. She loves animals, so she didn't want the animals to be hurt or go hungry in any way. So she wrote to the paper and said, if everybody gave $1, couldn't we help? So she sent in $1, and she raised $80,000 to help this zoo. So Angel Ariano is here. And she's adorable, this little girl. I met her, so I'm proud of this little girl, and I like to encourage things like that because you can make a difference no matter how old you are. So, and also, you know, my cardboard cutout, if you've been following along, my cardboard cutout is, you know, she's a free spirit. She's a bird that can't be caged. She's like a cat that needs to hunt. She's gregarious, and she needs to. If this was a soap opera, she'd be my evil twin. Although she's not evil or a twin, she's a cardboard cutout. But she needs to run free, and so I send her off to do things because I'm content to stay put. So we've sent her to Dallas. She's been to the Dallas Fair, and there she is with our friend Marla. And she was at the state fair there. She went to Wrigley Field in Chicago. And also, she went to Philadelphia. She was at my book signing when my book came out. And so we're going to send her to Detroit because we're on a new station in Detroit, Local 4. And we're doing very well in Detroit. Thanks, everybody there. And so we're going to send her to the car show and have her look around and see if there's anything I might be interested in. And so she's going to be there later this week, right? What day is she? Friday?
We're still figuring that out.
We don't know. She's on her own schedule. We don't know when she'll get there. So anyway, that's going to happen. But more important than that, when we come back, Minnie Driver's going to be sitting right here.